Okay, I just had a call. Now I continue. Or maybe I had enough of preaching. So now let's go to the next stage of this video. It's talking about what is going on in this world. I have to choose a country. Let me choose one country to talk on. Yesterday I've been talking about what country was it? I was talking about, couldn't remember what country. Japan, yes. I was talking about Japan. So today I'd like to talk about what else that I want to talk on. What else? Let me think about what country to talk on. No, I was talking about Australia, not about Japan, wasn't it? Let's see what I can talk on. Okay, let me choose a country. Let's talk about Taiwan. Okay, Taiwan is an island near China. It was an island where Chiang Kai-shek was escaping from communist army. Or this Chiang Kai-shek don't believe in communism. They are called nationalist. Chiang Kai-shek, he doesn't believe in communism, and actually they fought with the people who believe in communism. But somehow when Japan invaded China, this nationalist party was at a disadvantage. Communist party was kind of friend to the Japanese, but not real friend actually. They take advantage, and then I don't know, in the end they believe they also fought the Japanese to chase out the Japanese, and then chase out this nationalist party, and the nationalist party escaped, and they escaped to an island was once called Formosa. Formosa is the old name for Taiwan. So the new name is Taiwan. Then that country become what they call, they adopt a system of democracy. Yes, it's the word democracy. So they have democratic government where people elect the leaders the parties, there are parties, and then there's a president of the party. Normally the president of the party will become the prime minister if the party won the majority of the seat in parliament. Of course, there's also opposition party and the ruling party. So the ruling party has president, and the president become the prime minister of that country. So I think every 4 or 5 years they have this called election time. So every 5 years they change government, but not necessary. If the old government still win, so they continue to govern the country. As in Malaysia, the BN government has been the government of Malaysia for 60 years. So if they keep winning, it can be a long time being the government of that country, the party that govern the country. Like in US, you have what? Democrat, the conservative. Also in UK, you have the Labour Party. What else? I don't know whether they have Democrat in UK. I don't know much about this party name in UK. What I know is there's Labour Party, Conservative Party. What else? That's all I know. Not much that I know about party. But in Malaysia, I know a lot about party in Malaysia because it's not very far from us. So in Taiwan, there are also parties, but again, excuse me, I don't know the name of the parties in Taiwan. Okay, there are parties because it's a democracy there of the election, and the president of the winning party will become the president of that country. Okay. So that country, Taiwan, is a nationalist, and the main land of China is communist. They are not in good term to each other, as they were enemies before. But now look like when China becomes strong, rich, more technologically advanced than what it was before. So now they are thinking about this idea of one China, meaning one China is they want to get this Taiwan to be under their rule. But the Taiwanese don't like the idea of being ruled by the people of the mainland. They value their independence. They're willing to fight, and in their struggle to be independence, there are other country, democratic country in the West, the NATO, US, willing to defend Taiwan if Taiwan is invaded by, if China invade Taiwan, then these countries, NATO, US, would have. So some people believe, even the Chinese believe, some Chinese believe if there's a war between Taiwan and US, with the half of US and NATO, China would not be able to win the war, will be the loser, and they believe that, and then they already made a decision to move away from the country and migrated. And you'll be surprised that Xi Jinping brothers' relatives are in Australia. While if there is a war, Australia will be helping Taiwan. I follow a YouTube recently about this Xi Jinping family in Australia. This Australian Prime Minister, his name Morrison, make a comment that Xi Jinping family is doing something which is a criminal act of laundering money from China to Australia. Won't be surprised, because the communist leader are known to be very, very rich. Very, very rich people. And I heard as well, this communist leader have money in Hong Kong. The amount is in trillion. So don't believe communist idea of commonwealth. They say it, but the leader is still always the intelligent people. And I remember reading this book, The Animal Farm. Animal Farm talk about this intelligent pig rule other animals, and what this intelligent pig saying, every animal is equal. Some animal is more equal than the other. So if you think